personal letter because it's sent by individual. Karena yang ngirim itu a person, satu orang aja, like pribadi, something like that. And then business letter, it could be person to person, but it could be more wider than that. Bisa person ke person, bisa juga person ke business or organisasi. Because here in your module, di modulnya itu adalah personal letter dari seorang ibu. Oh, not seorang ibu. Ini tuh seperti surat balasan dari a parental academy. Jadi kayak yayasan mana yang menangani tentang kenakalan remaja atau kenakalan anak-anak ke person, ke ibunya. You got what I mean, right? Ngerti maksud saya kan ya? And then business letter here is the opposite. Jadi kebalikan dari personal letter. Yang personal letter itu dari person ke bisnis. Nah, kalau ini kebalikannya. Dari bisnis ke business partner or individual. So today course, kelas hari ini kita bakalan bahas language points, bahasa-bahasa. I really don't know what to say, but it says here language point yang digunakan di kedua surat ini. Yang pertama, so this is like example-nya. Ini tuh kayak kategori-kategori perbedaan antara personal letter and business letter. You can skip it, you can guys read it later in your PPT that I posted. So let's start for the personal letter. Language points in personal letter. Jadi language point yang digunakan di surat pribadi ada 5. First is adverb of frequency, possessive adjectives, time clause introduced by one, present simple versus present continuous, and then to-ish. Kita bahas satu-satu ya, apa itu adverb frequency, apa itu possessive adjective, dan yang lain-lain. Nanti di slide selanjutnya akan saya kasih contoh, like a picture of these all language points. So, first is adverb of frequency. What is adverb of frequency? Here it says that language's adverb of frequency is adverb that change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us how often or how frequently something happens. Seperti namanya, frekuensi itu seberapa sering sih kejadian itu terjadi. Seberapa sering sih mbaknya ngomong Inggris. Seberapa sering sih mbaknya practice English. Seberapa sering sih mbaknya olahraga atau something like that. There's an adverb yang menyatakan seberapa sering aktivitas yang Anda lakukan. Kayak sehari sekali, atau nggak pernah sama sekali, atau always, selalu sih saya belajar Inggris, selalu sih saya praktis Inggris saya, or something like that. Ada pertanyaan? Okay, and then the next one is possessive adjective. Possessive adjectives are used to show possession or ownership or something. Jadi possessive. What do you guys think about possessive? Any idea? Yeah, ownership. Yeah, so used to show. Right, right. That's really true. Like her mine, it's my car. So the possessive adjective here is my because it show that you own a car. Jadi my ini menyatakan kalau itu tuh kepunyaan saya. My car, mobil saya. My boyfriend, pacar saya. My husband, suami saya. And then let's move on to time clause introduced by when. So this is time clause is used in English. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I forgot to click the word. So, used in English to demonstrate a period of time as an action or event, similar to dependent clause in conditional sentence. Jadi when ini menyatakan kejadian yang terjadi di waktu-waktu tertentu. I was watching movie when he came by. Saya lagi nonton TV waktu dia datang. So, he came by here. When here menyatakan kejadian yang sebelumnya terjadi itu pada saat kejadian kapan dia datangnya. It's like emphasize what is happened. Sampai di sini ngerti? Or you guys have any questions? Kenapa? Okay, so present simple versus present continuous. Udah belajar dong ya, tenses? I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, that was. Yeah, betul sekali. So present tense, like, I will explain a little more. I thought you guys already know what is simple present tense and then what is present continuous, present perfect, future tense, menyatakan kejadian sekarang, masa depan, past tense, masa lalu. Ingat dong ya. It's okay. Because it's okay because well, ini udah semester 3 kan. We move on to another more serious topic in English than just learn tenses. But we will do explain later about this too. So the first one is adverb of frequency. Nanti setelah what is that? Nanti setelah kita cover up semuanya, kita bakalan balik ke modul. Semuanya udah ada lagi pegang modul kan? Ya. Nanti kita bakal pelajari not all of them, mungkin beberapa jika kita ada kita waktunya sempat belajar dari buku, contoh-contoh atau pertanyaan-pertanyaannya. Okay, so adverb of frequency ini bukan contoh, ini adalah adverb of frequency. Yang pertama ada never, kayak yang mbaknya lihat. Di never itu termometernya itu kosong. That means never itu menyatakan eventnya emang sama sekali tidak pernah. As you guys know, never means tidak pernah kan ya. So this means the event, oh my god, I'm so sorry, the event is never happens. Ada yang bisa kasih saya contoh penggunaan adverb of frequency never? Boleh. Exactly. Itu kan That's a good example. I never eat rice in the morning. So the event there is eating rice, right? Jadi eventnya itu eat rice. Saya tuh nggak pernah. Cool. So you never eat rice at the morning. And then like Mbak yang sebelumnya tadi, I never study. Which is pretty weird. Of course you guys study, but at least you can just an example. Cuman contoh doang. We can say anything we want, right? So that's a good example. I never smoke. I never do drugs. Well, and many more. There's a lot of example of never. And then sometimes. You guys know what is sometimes. The termometernya tuh nunjukin itu tuh kayak setengah dari termometer terisi, berarti eventnya itu kadang-kadang aja, ya kadang dikerjain, kadang enggak. It's not always, jadi enggak selalu lah. So somebody can give me example of sometimes? It's like you curhat apa gimana? Okay, sometimes you feel lonely. Well, that means I'm sorry. Ini bener nih mbaknya curhat. Curhat banget lagi contohnya. Okay. Sometimes you feel lonely. That's okay. Another one. Anyone want to try? Give me some example. Yang nggak curhat dong. Hmm? No one? Ada yang mau kasih contoh saya lagi? That's a good example. Okay. So sometimes ini kadang, as you can see, artinya tuh kadang-kadang. Jadi nggak selamanya event itu bener kayak yang dibilang mbaknya tadi tuh. Sometimes I feel lonely. Well, sometimes you can't feel happy, right? Well, even now might I feel lonely, but probably tomorrow I don't. Jadi eventnya itu enggak, how to say, enggak kejadian terus. Jadi kadang-kadang aja. And then often. Okay. Kenapa? Siapa? Oh my god. I don't really know what happens, but you guys can hear me, right? Mungkin mbaknya? Mungkin mbaknya mau itu dulu? Mau keluar dulu abis itu masuk lagi gimana? Maaf ya, saya nggak lihat nih. Oh my god, I'm really sorry. Gimana, udah dengar? Uh, okay. da. Okay, so you can join now. I'm really sorry because I can't hear your voice at all. Sorry ya. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Tadi udah sometimes, and then move on to another adverb of frequency. It is often. Often here you can see the termometernya itu terisi 3/4 dari keseluruhan itu terisinya 3/4. Berarti dia lebih sering kejadian. The event is lebih frekuensi eventnya itu lebih banyak, like often, because often it means sering in bahasa. So anyone can give me example of the often here? Like your husband often at home. Oh, that's cool. So he doesn't have work to do. Sering di rumah, bagus dong ya. Okay, another example. Bisa. Cool, I'm often reading a book. Another one. Cool. So exercise also means sport. So you are in a good shape. Bagus dong badannya. Next. Okay. That's it. And we move on to another adverb, the last but not least, which is always. As you can see, the thermometer show a full. So it's feel full on the thermometer. That means it is always, like selalu terjadi. You guys always eat, right? Event yang benar-benar selalu kita lakukan. There's something you always do. Can you guys give me example? Apa sih yang selalu mbak-mbaknya ini lakukan? Mbak-mbak ini kerjakan? Yeah. Always drink. It's still. I always drink coffee. It's okay. You can use simple present tense. Okay, that's a good one. It's because it's become a habit, right? Kebiasaan. So you got headache. Yeah, you become addicted to the coffee, to the caffeine. It's like your energy drink. Minuman energinya tuh kalau nggak minum kopi gimana gitu ya, Mbak? Okay, another example. Okay. So you are the social media type. Okay, another one. Okay, still though. Another one. So that's all that we got. I always drink coffee in the morning. I always open my Facebook. Another one. I always eat. No one eat when they're hungry. Okay, no problem. So the next one is this is the adverbs, not adverbs of frequency. The what, how to say, bagian part of yang keempat tadi itu adalah basicnya, dan ini adalah adverbs yang more details, lebih detail, menerangkan ya. Well, actually maaf ya. Sebenarnya tuh ini gara-gara how to say, layarnya Skype for Business itu kan separuhnya. Jadi nanti kalau dibuka di laptop kayak yang dibilang Mbak Natia tuh itu sebenarnya gede. Ya. So sama Mbak. Well, ini tuh saya effortnya udah buatnya itu yang normal. Itu tuh normal. Jadi nggak kalau gedean lagi, I don't think I can do that. But next time I will try. Okay? I'm sorry guys, but yeah. Yeah, for me it's normal, but yeah, it's look much smaller in your screen because we use Skype for Business. But you use a normal screen, I think it's much better, like bigger than this one. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, nggak apa-apa. Take your time, it's okay. So adverb of frequency, jadi detailnya dari keempat itu ada always, tadi yang udah kita omongin, ada usually, biasanya, that's the frequency of the day. Always itu setiap hari, every day, every night. And then usually happen most days, jadi nggak setiap hari tapi agak sering. And then frequently happens most days also, but pada waktu-waktu tertentu. And then often, many times, sesering mungkin. And then sometimes, kadang-kadang, occasionally, it's like happening after or regularly. Jadi pada saat-saat tertentu aja. Occasionally. Jadi occasionally pada saat Ramadan kita tuh makan ketupat, atau pada saat Natalan ada pohon Natal. So pretty much like that. And then rarely, it is not so common. Jadi jarang-jarang sih. Jadi misalnya kue lebaran itu jarang-jarang ada kalau nggak lebaran gitu. And then seldom, almost never. Seldom is almost never. Jadi bukan tidak pernah, tapi hampir nggak pernah. Tapi bener-bener jarangnya tuh jarang banget. And then hardly ever. Hardly ever. Almost never too. It's like bener-bener gimana ya, saya tuh orangnya you want to say something? Ah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you guys don't, uh, I really hardly ever drink. Yes, because I don't like. Yeah, it's so good. Thank you so much. Yep, cold water. It's not cool. It's cold. Yes, cool. And there's the last one is never. Like never, ever, ever. Jadi I never smoke because it's bad for health. I never do drugs because it will kill you. So, sampai sini paham? Thank you. Let's move on. Possessive adjective is the easiest one. Here jadi ada subject, ada object personal pronouns, ada possessive pronouns, and then possessive adjectives yang kita gunakan di modul kita. Jadi kalau subjeknya I, menyatakan kepunyaan I, kita gunakan my. Right? You guys know that, right? I don't think I will explain more about this. It's the easiest one. I, my, you, your, he, his, she, her, it is, it, its, we, our, you, your, and they, their. I use my own car. Saya menggunakan mobil saya sendiri. Can you guys give me example? Give me a sentence by using the subject and possessive adjectives. What do you... Iya nih, curhat juga ya Mbak. We actually have to say it. Ada yang lagi bahagia, and ada yang lagi lonely. Like I sometimes feel lonely, and then he is my husband, not yours. That's a good example. Sure, who's your husband? Like you claim your husband. No one will take your husband anyway. So careful. Another one. Okay, let's move on. Then the next one, time close. Yes. You guys can hear me, right? We move on to time close when. Time close when. Okay. So, what is time close? Time close is a type of adverb clause show a chronological time relationship between two actions within a single sentence. Jadi satu adverb of time, satu time close itu menggabungkan dua kalimat. Like I was saying here, here's the example I already give you. After I finish the book, I return it to the library. So time close-nya itu after, right? Dia tuh menggabungkan dua kalimat. Because if we just kalau kita kesampingan afternya, kalau kita buang afternya, the word doesn't mean anything. Like I finish the book, I return it to the library. What? I don't get it. So you read the book and then you finish. What do you mean by that? So we add a time clause there to make the sentence more logical. So it makes sense. Jadi kalimat itu ada artinya. Like after I finish the book and then I return it to the library. Setelah saya baca, baru saya pulangin ke perpustakaan. You guys understand? Okay, thank you. And then thank you so much. So ini ada jenis-jenis clause of time, tapi kita pakai yang when. Boleh dibuka bukunya di halaman 1.8, 1.8. Okay, so there's several tasks, several exercises you guys need to do. Let me know when you are ready. My mother died when I was 6. But when itu nggak selamanya artinya kapan. Jadi kita harus tuh lihat konteks kalimat itu. Jadi di sini let me know when you are ready. So what do you think about when here? Maksudnya when ini apa sih artinya? Yang A. Ada yang bisa jawab? Kapan? That's really true. So when here means ketika. Ya, betul. Yang kedua? Right. So, ya, di saat saya berumur 6 tahun. Ya. Jadi, yang pertama itu tadi ketika dan yang kedua itu di saat. Jadi, you can see here that there's a difference, the different usage of when. Jadi nggak selamanya when itu kapan. Jadi kalau kita artikan let me know when you're ready. Let me know. Kasih tahu saya ya kapan kamu